Welcome back to the channel, guys. In this video, we're going to set ourselves the simple goal of reaching at least, at minimum, 300 raids KC. We're going to be starting off the episode with 225 KC on the dot, and we're going to be aiming for, like I said, 300. We might go beyond it, we might not, but either way, we're going to get to 300 guaranteed. Hopefully, we'll see some purples, hopefully under my name. We're going to be doing mostly team raids. I might end up doing some solos. It depends how I feel. I do talk about solos quite a bit, and I just don't know whether or not I actually want to do them. But either way, you guys will see if I decide to do solos. But hopefully we get some purples. If not, then it's not the end of the world. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Enjoy the content. So for the start of the video, I'm going to be putting all of the raids content that I've done in this episode all together, so it all makes sense. Right now, you're seeing loads of clips of all the group raids I've done. I think there's 22 loots that I showed total. I didn't want to show all of them. There's actually 3 purples I didn't show. None of them are under my name, but I didn't always have my recorder on, and some of them happened at times where I just completely forgot to record. One of them was the first raid of the day, but we did see 1 Kodai, 1 Ancestral Bottoms, and 1 Arcane Prayer Scroll. One of those was in a duo, 2 of them were in duos, and the Kodai was in a trio. So it was cool to see them all, but none of them under my name, which is, of course, very, very sad. We don't actually get to 300 KC in these clips. You will see over 300 KC in the next clip, but in these clips specifically, we never actually got to 300. I think I done 300 total, and then I decided that I wanted to do a few more solo raids, which you guys, like I said, are going to see. But the more and more that I've done group raids, the more I've realized that even though solos aren't the most fun thing in the world for me, they are going to be the most efficient for me to see items, because I'll get more points per hour, and if I do see a purple, it is 100% of course going to be in my name. And it is, although it's amazing to see people get purples and whatnot, you sometimes sit there and think, you know, that could have been mine or whatever, you know, but you can't. Obviously, if you was to see that over and over again, it would get to you. But it doesn't really bother me. It's nice to see people get drops. But if I want to get these drops efficiently and not have to be at raids for as really, really long, I should be doing solos. But that's the loot from 22 raids. Obviously, we've done a lot more, but I thought I'd show at least some loot from some of the raids. Well, it has to go in the video. Now, at the moment, I'm back to doing solo raids, and it had to be this fucking raid. I'll quickly give you an update as to what is happening. I'm still in the process of learning solo raids. There's so much stuff to learn about it. If I was to do a raid where I didn't do 4-0, I would never die. But whilst I'm learning 4-0, I'm just having a lot of trouble. And at the moment, I'm not going to lie, I'm debating whether or not to do solos right now because my internet is fucking awful. I actually end up dying on head phase. I've done 4-0 this raid, but I end up dying on head phase because I was spam clicking a tile and I just wasn't moving and I just got stacked out, which is really, really fucking frustrating. But we got a purple regardless. It's an Arcane Prayer Scroll. Obviously, we don't care about it, but it's just at the solos, I know exactly what I'm doing. They go perfect, but honestly, that raid wasn't bad. 4-0 was going alright. My clicks are really scuffed at the moment, so it wasn't like a really good 4-0, I'm going to be honest with you. But it's just, I don't even know if I want to do it if my internet's playing up like this. Like I said, I was spam clicking a tile, and crystals were just falling on my head, and I was getting stacked out by Olm. My character just wasn't moving. Let's just put it that way. I just sat there and just took everything and fucking died. I couldn't even eat. I tried everything. I'm not sure if it was just servers or if it was my internet, but I'm going to guess my internet because my internet's been fucking shit lately. But regardless, there's the first solo purple, and it was on a raid that I died. Honestly, I'm just triggered. I want my internet to be fine. I want to go back to solo raid, and I've done plenty of solo raids with, no deaths whatsoever. I add 4-0 in, my internet goes to shit, I die, and I just get triggered. But either way, let's just get straight back to it. There are a couple clips that I just wanted to put in here. This first one is, in fact, my first ever Tecton no anvil. It was really nice. It was done with 2 Warhammers in a trio raid. I think all 4 Warhammer specs hit, and then the Elder Maul just went off for me. And then obviously, as you can see, it's just constant hits from the other 2 as well. It was a really nice one. Honestly, I've never even been close to a no anvil. It feels like at Tecton, even though I have an Elder Maul and my Warhammer specs hit, I just feel like they're so slow. But I had to put that in there because it was just so satisfying to see. And this next clip, this is going to be a long one. I thought I'd put it in there to show you guys a bit more of the PVM that's happened on the account and the progress of how I'm getting on at solo raids. Now, this is the phase 1 of Ulm. Now, this is me not putting anything special into it. We're just doing a standard, mage hand and then a 4-to-1 melee hand. I do make a couple mistakes because I'm still not absolutely perfect at it. And even when you are perfect, people still make mistakes. Right here, I'm a tick behind. I know how to correct it. I just, I made a mistake, simple as. I make a mistake there as well. But either way, mistakes happen. But the main reason I put this in there is for something for you guys to watch and to kind of grasp how I'm getting on with solo raids. Now, this was, I don't even know what KC this raid was, but since then I've done quite a few more solos. 4-0 is more comfortable for me if my internet isn't taking an absolute shit on me. But the main thing I'm currently struggling with Ulm is I get to the 3rd phase and I want to get into 4-0. And something just inside my head makes me panic. I don't know what it is, and I just have trouble doing the simplest parts. And I can't get in the mage hand cycle, even though there's no difference to phase 1 and 2. And once I do get into 4-0, I always, for some reason, once I do the mage attack, when we cross to the mage side, I always move back to the melee hand 1 tick too early. I get all my switches and then I come back to the melee hand and the head hasn't even turned yet, so he attacks me. I can get in cycle, and when I get in cycle, I'm comfortable, but more often than not, I make the mistake of clicking 1 tick too early. But I'm getting better and better at it, but that's the main thing that I'm struggling with, that I'm trying to perfect right now. If I, like in the previous clip, like you guys saw, if I just done 4-1 on the final phase, instead of doing 4-0, more often than not, I would be able to do it with absolutely no problem. A lot more times I would complete a raid without dying and making absolute fuck-ups on 4-0. But 4-0 is definitely something on my to-do list for perfecting raids, because once I do 4-0 and I get that down and perfect phase 1 and phase 2, then solo no preps are going to be on the cards. I don't plan to do them anytime soon, because obviously there's still a lot of things I want to learn about solo raids, and there's no harm in prepping. Like, I'm not looking to rush raids, I'm looking to enjoy the content, but I wanted to put this in there so you guys could see how I'm progressing. As you can see, pretty much phase 1 and phase 2 are pretty much always like this, and then phase 3 is where shit just hits the fan, basically. But it's good fun doing 4-1. I mean, solo raids aren't the most enjoyable. I enjoy Ulm, but I hate the rooms before. But there we go. That's how it's been going. We are just about to get ourselves 85 agility, which is pretty nice. I'm not going to complain. After this, I'm actually going to go look in the bank and see what, I suppose, supplies, I guess we can call it, that we can use. I think I'm going to start with, well, there's 85 agility. I think I'm going to start with just battle staves and get those out of the way. And then after that, I think I'm going to be doing things like potentially dehides and stuff like that. I think I'll probably just do all the crafting things first. Obviously, I'm not going to show this on screen. But I'm going to get my battle staffs done with the earth orbs that I have. I'm not going to be making any more air orbs. Then I think I'll probably do the dehides, like I said. Then probably gems. Then maybe grapes or something like that. So I'm just going to get through a skill by skill every now and then. So if you guys ever see me banks down and getting a level or whatever, that is why. So just doing some trio raids right now. I haven't actually recorded anything, but I've done about 5 or 6 solos. I've talked to people about it, and I've probably said on recording before, I don't know if I want to do solos, but I just want to make sure that I can still do them. So if I ever want to do a solo, I can just go do it. So I'm not going to be doing loads, but I might end up doing loads if no one's around. But either way, the main reason I'm doing this clip is because we just got ourselves a dark relic, and I'm going to use it on magic so that we can get 99 magic right now, rather than halfway through an Ulm kill. This 99's been waiting for a long fucking time, but we finally got it. The cape's pretty sick, I'll be honest. But there it is, 99 magic. That's pretty sick. We can now get the cape, which would be very nice for changing spellbooks if we ever need to. Eventually we'll get a Pharaoh Scepter, so it'll be pretty useless. But for now, until we get that, I can't complain at all. In this clip, I just want to say that some of the clips you'll see in this video are going to be a bit jumbled up, because I do have that section where we've got all the raid loot together. So some of this stuff has happened in between raids, before, and some after. So if you see some weird differences, that is why. But I figured I'd put all the raid content together rather than just, put it random parts in the video. But it's going to be stuff that I'm going to be doing in between raids. And the first thing is we did get 92 cooking last night. We're also 626k away from 93. I think that's most of the level, to be honest with you. We started using our grapes. I need to get more jugs of water, so I need to start humidifying stuff. But I've used all the, well, most of the jugs of water I had. I had about 4k extra than this, and I used all of those. So I still need to get through 8k grapes. That'll be some good cooking experience. We have a decent amount banked, but like I said, I'm going to be working on those supplies that are banked. We're up to 2140 total. 99 magic. I did actually pick up the magic cape. I didn't show that, but we picked it up, so we can now change our spellbook 5 times a day, which is very, very handy, especially if we're doing things like Slayer and we get burst tasks, or if we're doing raids and I don't have a muted eye on my raid, I'll change off of Ancients to Fire Surge if we have an Ice Demon. You get the point. It's a really nice cape to have. I still want to get Pharaoh's Scepter and the Occult Altar, but either way, we have 99 magic and we can use this until then. So just before I raid today, I actually went ahead and made, it's only 1,000 adamant darts. We haven't actually got that many adamant bars left to use anyway. We've got another 3k worth, but we do have adamant ore, and I do plan to do a lot of Zalcano, or Zalcano, however you want to say it, to get all the addy ore that I need and addy bars that I need. But either way, 1,000 will do a decent amount. I also believe I need to put some scales in, yes. As you can see, we've only got 3k addy darts in there. I used a decent amount yesterday and a decent amount of scales as well, but it's nowhere near as many scales as like Hydra, for example. But if you do a hell of a lot of raids, you'll slowly go through your scales. But I've got plenty sitting in the bank. And talking of scales, I did say in a previous clip that I did want to get, a second Zora unique. Now you're seeing this after the raids clips, and you may be thinking like, why didn't he go back to Zora to get that second unique before he started raiding? Well, I sat there and I thought, well, I've got a lot of scales. Fuck it, I'm just going to go raid. I didn't want to do any more Zora, and I wanted to get back to raids. So that's pretty much why. If I run out of scales, then yes, I'm going to have to go back. But for now, I'm enjoying just getting the KC up. I don't know if I'm necessarily enjoying doing so many raids, but it's nice to know that in a way I'm progressing, even if I'm not getting any drops. That might make no sense, but in my head it does. Well, wonder what we can get in the elite casket today. This clip's a little bit of fun that I had with I call him a cute noob, at Sears Bank. I saw him, he was cutting the maple logs around the back. He would come around to the bank and then he would fletch them into whatever he was fletching them into, and he would rinse and repeat. At the end of the day, this could be someone faking being a noob, but regardless, I thought it was fun. It entertained me. At first, I dropped him, I think it was rune javelins that I just crafted and I didn't want in my bank. And I thought, you know what, is there something else I could drop this guy that could potentially make his day? He was really happy with 100k worth of rune javelins. I thought, you know what, I'll drop him a duplicate Hydra leather. And he was so happy with it. And it was so funny just to see someone get something that wasn't so easy for them to acquire. And that money hopefully will really help him, but I just thought it was entertaining, something that I thought I might as well put in the video. It was a good laugh. So I've slowly been getting through supplies in my bank during raids, mainly doing grapes. Honestly, I haven't had much time on RuneScape, not raiding. This clip is actually, there's still a lot more raids that I plan to do, but obviously you guys would have already seen that in this video. I've mentioned that before. That's going to be kind of put in sections just to make all the raids together. But we're doing grapes in the middle of them. I've only got 5k left to do, but as soon as I close my bank, we are going to get 93 cooking, which is pretty nice. I decided I might as well use all my grapes first, because if I was to wait to use grapes after I cooked all my food, then I would have more chance to burn the food, and I would like to be able to start cooking not at Assidious range and at the myth skill, just because you just don't have to move, and it's just that bit more AFK, so that's the main reason. But I think the grapes might get me another level, I'm not too sure, but either way, Rage has been going really well and everything. Like I said, you've already seen that, but we're getting more and more stuff used in the bank, and it feels good, to be honest with you. So as you guys saw, we've been using all different supplies up in our bank. We used all of our ensouled heads. Eventually, it took a while, and I got rid of the lower tier ones because there's things like giant heads that I wouldn't really be getting anymore, and trolls don't really do those tasks. But we did get ourselves to 89 prayer, close to 90 to be honest, only 200k away, which I really can't complain. Other than that, we obviously you guys saw me get 92 Hunter. I think I put that in a clip. I can't even remember now. From a Birdhouse run. We're getting skills here and there. We have a hell of a lot of dynamite that's stacked up. And currently on my mind is TOB. But I need someone to teach me TOB, or someone I can go along with and just kind of not leech, but, you know, learn it as I do it with them. Because I'm sitting there thinking I can grind out so many more solo Chambers of Xeric, but I could get all these items from Chambers of Xeric, and they're not really going to be that useful for me when I go to TOB. Whereas if I get items from TOB first, they're a lot more useful at Chambers of Xeric. So I really would like to go there, get a hilt. To be honest, I don't really care about a Sanguinesti that much, but the main thing I care about is a hilt. I would love a rapier. And that's about it, mainly. Like, if I got a hilt, I'd probably just piss off, to be honest with you. Because the main thing I just want is the hilt. And then I just want to be able to do TOB whenever I can and whenever I want to. But, like I said, I'm going to need someone. So I'm going to be looking to get someone that can either teach me, or I can, you know, kind of tag along with and learn it as I go. Because I've seen a lot of TOB done, and I'm sure I can just pick it up. It doesn't look like it's that hard. I've been told it's not too hard. But that is what is going through my head. But other than that, from Chambers of Xeric, we've gained a lot of dynamite. So I'm going to be using bits of that here and there. But TOB, yeah, that's really on my mind at the moment. So as you guys can see, I'm currently at Blast Mine. Now, I had around about 6.7k dynamite that I wanted to use before I showed any clip, and I was going to show like all of the ores that I got all at once. I was going to show me deposit in every single bunch. But I don't know what it is, but I'll show you guys real quick. This is where I do my Blast Mine. I think it's where most people do it. It's the most effective way. You can do 6 ores and then deposit here and then bank. Now, every time I get going, someone logs in at this spot here where this player is, and it's normally a low level account with nothing but mining normally. Like this account right here that I'm looking at has 78 mining, 3 strength, 14 magic, 59 fire making, 10 slayer and 9 hunter. Other than that, it's just all mining. And they come in here and they do these same spots every time. I'm constantly getting crashed by these people, so I can't do the method I normally do. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave it for a while. None of them reply, so I'm kind of curious if it's a bot farm, because the world, every world is almost full of them. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I might have to try this at not peak hours, I guess, and see if it is actually real players. But if it is bots, that's going to be really frustrating. I think there's other places you can do this in Blast Mine, but this is the place I'm most comfortable with, that I'm used to. But either way, we're going to turn in what we currently have, get a decent amount of mining experience. I just kind of wanted to get the dynamite out of the way, because I've got 22 hours worth of it. And I thought, you know what, this is going to give me a lot of ores. I'm going to need smithing to get the RD Elite, and I want to get closer to making like rune darts and whatnot. But apparently it's just not going to happen. But we're going to turn this in. We're going to collect it with this guy. There we go, 73,000 mining experience. But that's enough Blast Mine for now, because I'm quite frankly sick of getting crashed. We just got ourselves 87 agility, which means that we're getting ever so close to 90 agility, which means the RD course. But we can't actually, well, we can do the RD course if we was to boost right now, but I wouldn't want to because I still haven't done the RD Elite. The only thing we're missing is currently 86 smithing with a +5 boost. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go get 86 smithing real quick, and then we're going to boost to get the diary complete. And then after that, I'm not sure how long I plan to do RD with a boost. I'm not sure if I can get to 90 with what I have banked with summer pies, but we're going to give it a while and see how long a few summer pies last, and we'll go from there. But either way, we're very close to completing this elite, and I've been wanting to get this elite for a while, but I have an addiction to agility at the moment, and that's not good, but it is good in a way at the same time. Like, agility is boring, but in a way it's bad because I have to do boring content, but in a way it's good because I'm getting agility gains. But currently I think at 451 marks, we're probably going to have close to 1,000 by the time we get to 90 agility, which is a hell of a lot of staminas. But either way, let's crack on with this blast furnace. We're just about to get 86 smithing. Now, I know clips in this video have been literally all over the place, other than the raids at the start. But I've been training so many different skills for different reasons. I've been doing different things and playing other games here and there. So I've had like wood cutting levels. I don't think I've even recorded the wood cutting level, but there's 86 smithing. But we did get 96 wood cutting. Like I said, I don't think I recorded it. But I've had some random levels. I think I may have got a crafting level. There was some cooking, prayer, just a bit of everything really. I'm just using some supplies in my bank, like I said. So skills are like all over the place. But the reason we've got 86 smithing is now we have all the requirements to be able to complete the RD Elite Diary, which is very nice because we can go on to RD course. We're boosting at the moment anyway because we're 87 agility. But we need a +5 boost in smithing. Shouldn't be too hard to get. And then we can just sum up high boost for the agility lap of RD. And then after that, we'll have the elite diary complete, which is another elite diary. Honestly, there's a lot of elite diaries I can get to very quick, but they don't really give me too much right now, but the RD course really does, because I really want to get onto doing RD course with all the marks of grace that you can potentially get from there. That also got us to 2150 total, so we're getting ever so slightly closer to max, even though we've still got a long way to go. We have completed all of the tasks for the RD Elite Diary. We just need to turn it in now, which is going to be nice. We're going to get, I think it's 50k for the, was it Genie? It's not Genie, it's just a lamp. But the best part is obviously we get the RD Cloak 4, which is unlimited teleports to the farming patch, which it's not too great to be honest, because I don't do like consistent 5 farm runs a day. I haven't done farm runs in a while, to be honest, so it doesn't really matter at the moment. I suppose one day when I do like massive farm runs, it'll be good. It also looks kind of cool, to be honest. But the best part is obviously the 50k lamp, which we are going to put in rune crafting, because fuck rune crafting. But of course, we are going to have access to RD course when we get 90 agility, or if we boost for it, and we are going to get more marks of grace, which is the main reason I wanted this diary complete. We're probably going to get to 88 agility at Relic, and then we're probably going to go straight to RD and use all the summer pies that I have to get as close to 90 as possible. We'll go full prayer gear and preserve to make it last as long as I possibly can. Hopefully we'll get at least 1 level there, maybe 1.5 levels. I don't expect to get to 90 with the summer pies I have. I have like 128, and honestly that's not that long there, but it'll be a decent amount of experience. I really can't complain, and it'll be a hell of a lot of marks, and as long as I can get marks, I'm not going to complain, because that's what at the moment I'm enjoying about agility. But this is where we're going to end the video. Like I said, this video has been a bit all over the place, but the main part of the video was the raids at the start. We've made a bit of progress here and there on the account, and of course this is quite a big bit of progress. The RD Elite is complete. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know if you did down in the comment section down below. Also remember, I am looking to do TOB, and I actually need people to do TOB with. So if you are European, or you don't mind playing on European servers like German servers or UK servers, then let me know. Drop a comment down below, or jump in my CC. It's just my name, RNG Please, and let me know, because I want to get people to, I know how to do TOB, I just need people that are willing to take me along so I can learn as I go, and they can show me, you know, the best way of doing things. Because I know how to do all the bosses. I've never done it before, but I'm a quick learner. So if we can get people that don't mind bringing me along, or they can just teach me straight outright, then I would love that. So if you guys don't mind bringing a newbie along, or you want someone else to TOB with and you haven't really got people, but you know how to TOB, please do let me know. Like I said, jump in the CC or drop a comment down below and I'll definitely reply. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.